Welcome to Animated Bible Story. Today, we journey back to ancient times to witness a powerful vision, a dream that changed Jacob's life forever. A ladder reaching to heaven, angels ascending and descending, and the voice of God Himself. What did it all mean? Let's find out in today's story. Jacob was a man on the run. He had left his home, fleeing from his brother Esau, who was filled with anger and bitterness after Jacob had tricked him out of his father's blessing. Now, alone in the wilderness, Jacob felt the weight of his decisions pressing on his heart. For the first time in his life, he had no family beside him, no mother to comfort him, no father to guide him. The only thing ahead was the uncertainty of the future, and the only thing behind was the past he could not undo. He walked mile after mile, his sandals kicking up small clouds of dust. The air was cooling as the sun began to dip below the horizon, and Jacob knew he had to find a place to rest. There were no inns, no villages, just the vast wilderness stretching endlessly around him. With nowhere else to go, Jacob lay down on the hard ground, using a stone as a pillow. The sky stretched above him like a vast canvas, painted with countless stars. He stared at them, wondering about his future. Would he ever see his family again? Would his brother still seek revenge? What would become of him in this foreign land? He felt small and uncertain, but as sleep overtook him, his mind drifted away from his worries. Then, something extraordinary happened. As Jacob fell into a deep slumber, his reality faded, and suddenly he found himself in a place unlike any he had ever known. Suddenly, Jacob was no longer in the wilderness. He found himself in a vision, a magnificent and breathtaking sight. Before him stood a great and towering ladder, unlike anything he had ever seen. It stretched from the very earth he slept on all the way up into the sky, disappearing into the heavens. Jacob's heart pounded as he gazed upward, and what he saw next left him speechless. Angels, clothed in dazzling white robes, moving up and down the ladder with divine grace. Some were carrying messages, others seemed to be singing, their voices blending into a soft, celestial melody. The entire place was filled with a warmth and light that could only come from God's presence. Jacob could hardly believe what he was witnessing. What was this place? What did this vision mean? His heart filled with awe, and then suddenly a mighty voice called out to him. As Jacob looked higher, he saw the Lord Almighty standing at the top of the ladder, surrounded by light so bright that it was hard to gaze upon. Then, in a voice that echoed with power and love, God spoke directly to him. I am the Lord, the God of Abraham and Isaac. The land you are lying on, I will give to you and your descendants. Your family will be as numerous as the dust of the earth, spreading out to the north, south, east, and west. Through you, all the families of the earth will be blessed. And behold, I am with you, and I will keep you wherever you go. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Jacob's heart raced as he listened. God was making a covenant with him. He, a man who had deceived his brother, who had fled in fear, who had nothing but the clothes on his back, was being chosen by God. A promise was being made, not just for Jacob, but for the generations that would come after him. God was with him, even in his loneliness. Jacob awoke with a start, his heart still pounding from the vision. He looked around, and though everything seemed the same, he knew something was different. The place where he had slept was no ordinary ground. It was holy ground. Overwhelmed with awe, he whispered to himself, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." He picked up the very stone he had used as a pillow and set it upright, pouring oil over it as an offering. He named the place Bethel, meaning house of God. With his heart overflowing, Jacob made a vow to the Lord, "If God will be with me, if he will provide for me, give me food to eat and clothes to wear, and bring me safely back to my father's house, then the Lord shall be my God." From that moment forward, Jacob knew his life had changed. No longer was he simply a man on the run. He was a man with a divine purpose. Jacob's dream was more than just a vision. It was a promise of God's presence and faithfulness. No matter where we go, God is with us, watching over us, guiding us, and leading us toward his perfect plan. Like Jacob, when we trust in the Lord, he will never leave us. Jacob's dream was more than just a vision. It was a divine promise of God's presence and faithfulness. Just like Jacob, no matter where we go, God is always with us, guiding and watching over us. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more people can experience the power of God's Word. See you in the next episode of Animated Bible Story.
God bless.